So today we actually went to this place. It's called Fazenda San Francisco, which it's called San Francisco because the owner is actually the believer of Saint Francis de Assisi, which believes the saints for animals. And one of the very interesting of this place is actually the owner of this place is the granddaughter of the founder of the city of Andradina, which we are living right now. Andrade is the last name. The name of the guy is called, his name is Antonio Joaquim de Andrade. Moro de Andrade, something like that. And then, so this guy is actually very smart and like at the same time because he was selling many coffees inside Brazil and outside, like abroad. And then he also sells some planes from abroad to the rich people in Brazil. Then one day he decided to have a farm. But then, of course, because he bought so many forests, so he decided to brought 500 people from the north. And like for 10 years, the farm is ready, and then after 10 years, they can go back to north, but then these people don't want to go back to the north. They said, can we bring our family in here, like entire family, like their siblings, like there are 10 siblings, there's 5 siblings. And so that's the time they started to have schools, small hospitals and churches, and something like that. And that's how it started. So it's very cool from the man who dreamed to have a fazenda to have this city. And that's where actually my husband is born and raised, and now we're living at the moment. And we're so pleased that we met actually the granddaughter of this guy and the great grandson, which that's the guy who's sharing the story about their family. And it's so cool because after the storytelling, we went to some of the rooms where they presented pictures and like the stories, like this how do you call this, to cut the trunk, of the trees, and old, like, this is for vaccines maybe, these old typewriters, old iron for clothes, and many stuff, very cool stuff that they were able to preserve. That's actually for water bottle. This is for hair dryer, and this is like old telephones and so many stuff, and so interesting history, and it's so amazing that they opened this place. They actually just opened like a year ago. So it was amazing that they were able to share this to people if they want to know about this history. They can really saw the pictures, and they actually met the part of the family. And like, this house is like made of woods, but you can really tell that pure woods, which for today it's very expensive. And actually this kind of style, it's kind of reminded me back in the Philippines, because how the infrastructure, you can find it also in the Philippines. And like this windows, this little arc in here. These are the photos. Also the TV, I remember we have that back in the Philippines. This is also the buffalo. So on our way out, we saw this buffalo, and they also have cavallo or horses and other stuff. So, but today they don't own most of the lands because it's divided to many part of the family. So yeah, it's so cool.